Welcome to Triumphant Over Trauma, where resilience reigns and women rewrite their stories of victory after trauma. I'm Gina, your guide on this empowering journey. With a mission to help women overcome trauma, I'm here to inspire you to cultivate a positive mindset, embrace self-love, and find peace. Join me as we celebrate strength, reclaim power, and triumph over adversity together. Take a deep breath in, and as you exhale, imagine that weight you've been carrying beginning to lift, even if just for a moment. The pain, the resentment, the guilt, the what-ifs and should-haves that cling to your soul like heavy stones. You don't have to hold them anymore. You've spent so long surviving, holding it all together, carrying the memories, the disappointments, the anger you were never allowed to express. But what if letting go isn't losing? What if it's remembering who you were before the world told you to hold on? Letting go isn't weakness. It's alchemy. It's the sacred art of transforming pain into peace. The courage to unclench your fist and open your heart again. It's that moment when you realize that forgiveness isn't about excusing what hurt you. It's about freeing yourself from the grip it still has on your spirit. Imagine this. You're standing at the edge of a quiet ocean at sunset. The water is calm, the air is warm, and the waves gently kiss the shore like whispers of release. You bend down, pick up one small stone, the symbol of something you've carried for far too long. And with one soft breath, you let it go into the tide. It drifts away, not erased, not forgotten, just released. That's what today is about. The gentle, powerful, soul-deep art of letting go. Because freedom doesn't come from holding tighter. It comes from learning when to set yourself free. And my love, it's time. Today we're going to talk about how forgiveness isn't a single act, but a daily practice. How release isn't about forgetting what happened, but choosing not to relive it. And how letting go opens the door to something you've been longing for a long time. Peace. So find a quiet space. Let the noise fade. Feel the warmth of the sunset on your skin, and softness of peace begin to rise within you. This is your moment, your permission slip to let go, to breathe, and to begin again. Because healing doesn't always sound like victory. Sometimes it sounds like an exhale, soft, steady, and free. Let's talk about why letting go feels so impossible sometimes, even when we want to release the pain. Trauma, at its core, teaches the body and mind to hold on for survival. It tells us that control equals safety, that if we remember every detail, every betrayal, every red flag, maybe next time we'll be protected. But here's the truth. Holding on doesn't protect us. It traps us. When we've been hurt, our nervous system wires itself to anticipate the next blow. Our minds replay the past to predict the future. A trauma loop meant to keep us safe, but one that keeps us stuck instead. The body tenses, the mind ruminates, and the heart builds walls made of memory. It's not because you're weak or unwilling to forgive. It's because your system learned that safety meant control. But healing begins when you teach your body and your brain a new language, the language of release. When you gently tell yourself, I no longer need to carry this to stay safe. I can let this go and still be protected. Releasing attachment doesn't mean erasing what happened. It means detaching your identity from it. You can acknowledge the story without living inside it. You can honor the lessons without wearing the wounds. You can choose peace without needing to rewrite the past. So as we move deeper into today's episode, we'll explore how to begin rewiring your mind for freedom, how to shift from holding to healing, from resistance to release. Because the truth is, your power doesn't come from what you hold on to. It comes from what you were brave enough to let go of. Let's talk about 5 simple and clear steps to help you begin to release and rewire your mind to let go and create emotional freedom. Step number 1. Recognize the weight you're carrying. Before you can let go, you have to name what you've been holding. Trauma hides in silence. It thrives when we avoid looking at what hurts. Start by journaling the emotions or memories that feel heavy. Ask yourself, what am I still carrying that no longer belongs to me? Here is an example. You might realize you're still carrying anger toward a parent for what they couldn't give you. But that anger is now blocking your ability to receive love. Naming it is the first step to reclaiming your power. Step number 2, reframe the story. Once you've identified the weight, it's time to shift how you see it. Instead of asking, why did this happen to me? Try asking, what has this taught me about who I am and what I need? Reframing doesn't erase the pain. It transforms your relationship to it. Here is an example. Instead of seeing yourself as the woman who was abandoned, you begin to see yourself as the woman who learned to never abandon herself again. That's the beginning of emotional liberation. Step number 3, release through the body. Your mind can't let go of what your body still clings to. Incorporate somatic release, breath work, stretching, dancing, or simply shaking your hands loose for 50 to 60 seconds when you feel tension build. Movement helps energy move. Here is an example. The next time anxiety rises, pause, place your hand over your heart, breathe deeply, and exhale the words, I release what no longer serves me. You'll feel your body soften with every breath. Step number 4, rewire with compassion. Letting go doesn't mean pretending you're over it. It means meeting the wounded parts of yourself with radical compassion. Each time the pain resurfaces, instead of judging yourself for still feeling, try saying, it's okay that this still hurts. I'm still learning how to let go. Here is an example. When your mind replays a past betrayal, you stop the loop and whisper, that story is not today. I am safe now. Bit by bit, the brain learns peace over panic. Step number 5, ritualize the release. True letting go is both emotional and spiritual. It deserves a ceremony. Write a letter you will never send. Burn it, bury it, or tear it into tiny pieces while saying, I set myself free. You can also release by walking near water and imagining every wave carrying away what no longer serves you. Here is an example. Many listeners create a release box, a safe space where they write down old fears, regrets, or anger, and physically let them go at the end of each week. Small rituals train your brain to associate letting go with empowerment, not loss. Letting go is not a single moment. It's a series of micro decisions to stop living in yesterday. Every breath, every act of forgiveness, every boundary, and every moment of softness is part of your liberation. You are not losing anything by releasing. You are making space for what was always meant for you. We've talked about quite a lot so far. So let's take a moment and close our eyes and take a deep breath in. Let it go slowly like the tide kissing the shore at sunset. Feel the air move through you. Calm, grounding, steady. Now imagine yourself standing in a quiet, sacred space, a place that feels safe, warm, and softly lit by the golden hues of evening. The air is gentle here and it hums with peace. You can hear your breath, your heartbeat, and somewhere in the distance, the sound of water flowing, constant and forgiving. You look down and notice you're holding 5 small stones in your hand. Each one represents something you've been carrying: pain, resentment, self-doubt, fear, and the need for control. They all feel very heavy, but not as heavy as before, because today you're ready to release them. Take a step forward. For every breath you take, feel one stone begin to dissolve, melting into the light in your palm. First the pain, then the resentment, the doubt, the fear, and finally, the illusion that holding on keeps you safe. As each stone disappears, feel your shoulders drop, your chest open, and your spirit rise a little higher. You begin to glow softly, the same golden light that dances on the horizon after a storm. You realize now, letting go didn't take your strength away. It actually revealed it. You walk toward the sound of that flowing water, now brighter and closer. You kneel, dip your hands into it, and whisper, "I forgive. I release. I am free." The water carries your words, your pain, your release, and returns to you something even more powerful: peace. Now take a deep breath in. Feel that light move through every part of you, your mind, your body, and your heart. And as you exhale, say softly to yourself, "I am no longer defined by what I've carried. I am defined by what I've become." When you're ready, open your eyes. You are here, lighter, freer, and ready. Take one more deep breath with me, love. Feel how light your heart feels now, how the air moves through you differently when you're no longer carrying the past. That openness you feel, that's the space where your next chapter begins. And if you're ready to keep walking this path, not alone, but supported, guided, and deeply seen, I want to personally invite you to join me inside Finding Direction from Within. It's more than a course. It's a sacred experience designed to help you reconnect with your truth, your intuition, and your inner calm, whether you choose to journey at your own pace or walk beside me in guided sessions. You'll find the tools, reflections, and gentle accountability that turn healing into transformation. Inside, you'll also be welcomed into our private women's community, a space filled with compassion, authenticity, and sisterhood. It's a place where you can exhale, share your story, and know without question that you belong. Because you don't have to navigate healing alone. You've already proven your strength by surviving. Now it's time to thrive with clarity, confidence, and direction that comes from within. Visit www.bodyelementsmindelevation.com to begin your journey. Your next chapter is already waiting for you. All you have to do is say yes to yourself. As the sun sets on all that no longer serves you, may the winds carry away your sorrow, and the stars remind you that you are infinite light wrapped in grace. Wherever you are, have a peaceful day, and may your heart remember that freedom isn't found in forgetting the past, but in blessing it, and finally letting it go. This is Gina, signing off. Thank you for tuning in to Triumphant Over Trauma, where resilience prevails and women rewrite their stories of victory after trauma. Remember, healing is a journey, not a destination. Keep embracing your strength, cultivating resilience, and shining your light bright. You are capable of triumphing over any challenge life throws your way. Until next time, keep rising and thriving. You've got this.